Hey guys, I have two more bolos for sale, but at first I want to talk a little bit about my thoughts, why I designed the bolos like this. If you are not interested in that, then just skip the video and go to the end. So my original idea is to make a lightweight bolo machete or bolo knife for jungle tours, for jungle trips. It is very hot, so you don't want to carry too much weight with you. So I decided instead of a short, heavy blade, I'm going to use a long, lightweight blade. And the second thing what I wanted to do is, I wanted to have different possibilities to hold that bolo, because I want to carve with it. So I came up with this deep finger groove that makes you able to choke up on it to do fine carvings. At the same time you can hold it in a regular way, or if you want to extend the length a little bit to have more chopping power, you just hold it on the very end. And in terms of survival, I've been looking at that blade and I thought the tip is not very pointy. So I came up with the idea to make the tip more pointy with the shape of a Bowie blade. I guess that original idea of a Bowie blade was to make a blade that is for chopping with a not very pointy tip, to make it more pointy, to be able to step with it. And when you look at that shape, you have the blade got almost the same shape as a Bowie knife, except that this area here is not cut off. So at that point I came up with this idea to make basically a bolo with a Bowie blade. You have all the opportunities. You can hold it in a regular way like this. You can hold it at the very end to extend the length. You can choke up on it to do fine carvings. And you have a pointy blade, so you can step with it. But still it is very lightweight. This bolo knife weighs only like 350 grams. It's very lightweight. Even with sheath, the weight is around 500 grams. That is less than only the SE junglers. But if you make a long jungle tour, and you want to clear the trail and stuff like this, probably that Bolo Bowie is not long enough. So that's why I came up with another design with this one. I saw one like this on a local market, but of course not in a full tank construction. And I was fascinated with that blade, because I saw with all of those jungle guides that came with me on jungle tours, they didn't bring a big and heavy blade. They always brought a long and lightweight blade. Because if you want to chop a vein that is hanging in front of you, you need velocity. So you want to have a long blade, and if you do that many times, you don't want to have a heavy blade. So long and slim is the right thing for the jungle, instead of short and heavy. And I was fascinated by this design because it's long and slim, not very heavy, but a very good chopper. But of course I had to change it to make it a full tank construction. So this is the finished design with the ebony wood handle and a full tank construction. Both knives are made from high carbon steel, made out of old leaf springs. They are hand forged. So if you're interested in one of those, be aware that they are not perfect. They are not industrial made. They are all completely handmade, hand forged, and the handle is all completely handmade from a piece of wood. And here in the Philippines, they are not absolutely perfect like industrial made ones. But that doesn't matter, because my basic idea is to make bolos to be used instead of a wall hanger. And if you use it, you are going to scratch it up anyways. So it doesn't matter if it is perfectly made or not, as long as everything will work. And that is the case. Everything is made in a proper way, so it will hold up. The next idea was about the carrying system. I was not very happy about all of those molly military carrying system. I'm not a militarian anymore, so I don't need all of that stuff. But I want a comfortable way to carry those bolos. And the original idea that I had was to do it like Filipinos do. You just use a rope and carry it around your waist. That is quite comfortable actually, and because you don't feel the rope if it is around your waist. But I knew also that some people, they don't like this, they want to carry it on a belt. So I actually came up with this design with some, let's say hooking device, with some space to carry it under the belt. Just like so. This is quite comfortable to carry. You can still move it around, but it's a firmly tight fit under the belt, and it's easy to get the blade out. And in case you want to sit down and it's annoying you, it's very easy to pull it out. That's all. But honestly speaking, I don't really like carrying it on my belt because it always pulls down the pants and it makes it very heavy. So my favorite way to carry it at the moment is actually with one of those tensioning straps from your backpack or something. I just wear it like a belt around my waist and slide the bolo under it. So now I don't have the weight on my belt, on my pants. I have it separated from the pants. But in the same time, it is quite comfortable to carry when I bend down. There's no belt buckle in the way. And it's also more comfortable than just a string. Because I realized if the bolo is quite heavy and you are going to carry it the whole day, those small strings, they will put a lot of pressure on your waist. I didn't like that. So for short time carry it's okay, but for a long time carry, for the whole day on a trail or something, it's probably a good idea to use one of those tensioning straps from your backpack or whatever. And still quite movable, very nice. But that blade here got something special. This is a bolo for right-handed people. So the left side and the right side of the blade doesn't have the same grind. I will show that on a normal traditional Filipino bolo. Most of the time Filipinos make bolos that are on one side flat. So if you try to see, this bolo machete is flat on the left side. And on the right side it is convexed. Maybe. So this one is actually for people that are right-handed, and the good thing about it is if you chop something, it will really bite into it, but only if you chop from the right side. If you change the position and you chop from the left side, it will not bite very good into it because of the blade geometry. I basically like this idea because if you work around the house and you want to remove the bark of a tree stem or something, you can use that chisel grind like a drawing knife. But of course, chopping from the left side doesn't work very good. So I came up with the idea to put the edge basically in the center of the blade, but make the left side flat and the right side a flat grind with a convex edge. I'm pretty curious about this design. This Bowie Bolo was originally for myself, but I thought I'm going to sell it and have a look for the reaction of the people. I'm really curious about it, if people will like it or they don't like it at all. Both are made out of high carbon steel, so they are not stainless. That one is made with a flat grind and a convex edge. So if somebody is interested, just give me a personal message and I'll catch you in the next one.